boys and girls. This is test 3 on the new algorithm. A little confusing, I understand. But this will be the 3rd test, and the first 2 were successful. At the 145 mark is when people should start populating this. And if that happens, then this will be the 3rd successful test. 42. Come on. We're going to get that. We're going to get that. One minute. 1 minute. 1 minute in. 1 minute in. We're waiting for 1 minute and 45 seconds in. 1 minute and 45 seconds. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers. $120. Come on, baby. All right, it's starting to move. Starting to move. We're waiting for 145. When 145 hits, we will review the data. 135. Come on, baby. 143, 4, 145. Oof. There it is. Boom. It hits. It hit at 147 this time. Did you see that? I don't know if anybody can see that with me. It hit at 147. You remember that for your YouTube channels. That if you do this, like we could talk about how I'm doing it, but with 145, boom. It wakes up, it goes, like it pops its knuckles a little bit. All right. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Iowa. Welcome to Middle America. I'm on my way to Dubuque. Way over there. That's about as close as you get to Wisconsin without being in Wisconsin. In it, like inside Wisconsin. Which I don't recommend or not recommend. If Wisconsin's your thing, I certainly didn't want to discourage it. But if it's not your thing, I'm not going to lie to you. You're going to hate it. You're going to hate it. Like if it's not your thing, it's worse than Iowa. It's one of those things. All right. Welcome, Sean. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Middle America. America. I'm getting close to this guy. I better pass him. Uh-oh, it's a rare moment, folks. It's a rare moment. All right. Oh, snaps. I've already passed this guy before, and he passed me before. We're like playing a game on the freeway. I don't know if I want to pass him again. I don't want to pass him, but I got to pass him. I got to keep the hammer down. Because I'm running out of time here. I've got to get to this place before 2 o'clock when they close, so my GPS says I'll get there at 1:12. Oof, huh? I know. 2.5 hours away, that's a whole lot of time to make a mistake. But that's okay. We're going to get there. We're going to get all the way there. You know what? And I'm taking you with me. We'll get there 1 mile at a time, and I'm taking you with me. Well, once you get out of the cities, most of the highways are like this. Once you get into the cities, they're like 5-lane highways. They're really, really big. Um, they're real big ones. A lot of interchanges, and like when you're like 4 different highways on the same highway, it's really, really big and congested. But out here, it's typically two on each side. Sometimes on a hill there'll be a third one to keep the traffic flowing for our slow trucks out here. I like these highways. I like them, but sometimes to get some time, make up some time. Sometimes I have to do the 2-lane ones where there's only 2 lanes instead of 4. All right, this is real. This is real life, dude. Hey, listen. Did that sound real? Haha. AB Media. How you doing? How you doing out there? We don't. You know what's going on out there. You know how truckers roll. I'm not sure what cities. A lot of the freeways that I take, they don't usually take me through the main part of the city. They'll go around it, like loops or whatever. A lot of the cities have like a special highway. They call it a business route. So like if I'm on the 5 freeway and instead of going through town, which would be the 5 business route, I'll just stay on the outside, the interstate. But yeah, there's a lot of cities I go by. St. Louis I go by a lot. Des Moines I go by a lot. Yeah, there's some cities I go by. I try not to though. All right. All right, let's get this. I'm going to try to pass this guy. If it looks like I can pass him, I will. Otherwise, I might move back over. Yeah, so I'm not moving up as fast as I could. So I'm going to back off a little bit and let me get a little more speed and let people pass because I don't want to be a jerk. I'm pretty close to him, but there's a hill right here. So if anything, I'll try to catch him on the downhill. I don't want to sit too long in that lane without making really good progress. Because sometimes these people really want to get by, and I don't like being that dude. I don't get brake checked. Yeah, I was in St. Louis last week again, and I came. There's a jumper on the bridge that just west of St. Louis, and I was able to get all that on video. That was an interesting time. It was a massive delay, and I don't even know how often that happens, but it's really crappy. I feel bad for the guy, but I mean, maybe he should have jumped. Maybe it would have cooled him off because I don't think he'll die jumping into that water off those bridges. I've seen some really tall bridges, and those don't look really tall. All right. You know, I think when I was recording that video, there was I was streaming at the same time. So on the stream, it was probably won't age well. Where I was hoping that they jumped for what they were doing to the traffic, and that was probably pretty bad of me. That probably won't age well. right, we're cruising through Iowa right now on 35, just a couple miles away from the 20. I hit this 20 and it'll take me all the way over there towards where I gotta be over there, Dubuque area, the Dubuque. Oh boy, Dubuque. All right, I appreciate you saying that about my videos, because I work really hard on ideas on the videos, and sometimes they don't translate well to people. They get offended, and I'm not going to stop making them, but I do appreciate when people get them, when they get the jokes. I've driven in Canada, and then America, USA, and I've done Mexico. I driven in Hawaii, which is America, but I've not gone overseas and driven. I did have an opportunity one time to drive in Africa, but it didn't work out, and it's probably for the best. I'm really white, and I probably would have got sunburned pretty bad. I'm kidding about all that last part, though. Yeah, I draw the line typically at 55. I try not to go over 55, and it keeps me safe out here. It keeps me not violating the speed limit, because our speed limits go up and down as we drive, and if you have a nice steady speed, then it doesn't matter if it goes up and down, you're always under it. I seen that a lot of those countries over there, they buy the chassis with the motors and trans and brakes, but there's no cab, and they have to build that themselves, and that's just ludicrous. It's ludicrous to think that if you want to get into trucking, that's how you got to do it. I gotta take a half an hour break every 8 hours, or I have 8 hours. I have to take it, and after 11 hours of driving, I have to take 10 hours off of driving. I've got a nice big old fat screen over here that tells me all this. I've got graphs and tickers and stuff on there, so I don't make a mistake. Yeah, luckily I got a screen over here because there's quite a few rules that if you're really focused on getting this job done, sometimes there's a piece of the pie you might miss, and it'll screwing you. But luckily the software I got's right there in my face. It gives me plenty of warning. People that make mistakes with their scheduling out here, they'll do it on purpose. They're not stupid or dumb or lazy. They've done it on purpose. Now they're in a pickle. You gamble out here sometimes. You gamble. I try not to. But sometimes you gotta gamble. Like the other day, I wanted to get as far as I can so I get home, and I had to find a truck stop far away that I knew I was going to land there late. So I'm like, hey, I'm going to go ahead and reserve parking there. $22. And when I get there, there was plenty of parking. So I parked in a regular spot. And I went and told them, I said, hey, I don't care, keep the money, but I found a comfortable regular spot, so it is what it is. They're like, you want the number for a refund? I'm like, no, I don't. I was just frustrated that I risked it and I lost. I mean, I got the parking spot, but I lost $22. And that adds up. Yeah, I'm running 20-minute streams right now. 20-minute streams. That way you don't get bored of me. Well, I had a moment where I was thinking about how this trucking industry worked with America, and how it was a career, how it was this respected job, and how it grew. And it's like trucking came about when this country was growing, and nobody got a job to be rich. Nobody got a job to be rich. They got a job so they can afford a house to raise their family in, and they knew that they were sacrificing, that they were not going to be rich, but the sacrifice is their country would be strong and they'd be safe and they'd be protected, because where they were coming from, they didn't have that. And I think nowadays everyone wants to get rich and say, look at a job and say, you're not going to get rich doing that. No, I'm not. But it goes to create a strong country where at least I'm safe. I think what's happening is people aren't looking at this as like a career like that. However, the 20 minutes on this stream is dead. So make sure you come looking for me again. Don't swipe away.